And
Ten,
9,
8,
7,
6,
5,
4,
3,
2,
1.
Boom!
hey, Skywalkers.
Hey, everybody. Do we like the border? Do you want the border?
Let's keep the border.
Keep the border?
Let's
I
keep
like
the
the
border.
border. It's
Yeah.
very
Very
fun.
festive.
Yes, fun. It's not just us. Yes.
And it's branded.
Yes.
Branded and fun. So, hey, everyone who is with us right
Yeah.
now. We're going to go on in just a couple of seconds to
Yeah.
start the big show.
Courtney.
long time no
Welcome,
hear.
Courtney. Yeah, you've probably been driving or something while we've been going live. Or I don't know, doing lots of fun things, like going to the Beetle house, which sounds fun. Beetlejuice.
Yes.
Things like that. Anybody else watching today? We are going to talk about lots of fun stuff.
Including the ACOLYTE.
Mm-hmm.
Lots to discuss and go over and get cemented in your head before tomorrow.
Yes, for the finale of the
Mhm.
ACOLYTE. Yeah.
The
There's a
season/series finale of the ACOLYTE.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so today on this episode, we're going to be talking about the ACOLYTE. We're going to be talking about San Diego Comic-Con, also Midsummer Scream, and we're going to mention a bit about D23 as well, which is no longer D23 Expo, but I think we're
What?
just going to keep calling it D23 Expo.
What is it?
Technically, it's the D23, the Ultimate Disney Fan Event.
Nope. Nope. Mm-mm.
I know.
Even Expo
I know.
didn't
Well,
really ring true.
People just kept calling it D23, but D23 is like what the fan club is called. I don't know.
It's the magazine
it's
fan club.
confusing. Magazine? Well,
Oh,
it's the fan club.
Right, where you get the
Disney fan
magazine.
club. Yes. But regardless, should we start?
Sure.
Okay, because we got to do our thing. Got to do our thing every time. So, are you ready, Richard, for
Things we want to share.
Things we want to share. Things we want to share. Things we want to share.
I am ready. I'm ready for things we want to share.
All right, let's open it up with promoting our episode 473 this week, which will come out on Thursday. Our good friend Craig Miller is back to join us, and he's going to talk all about his new book, More Movie Memories. We had a very great discussion with him. He did publicity on Star Wars and The Empire Strikes Back, and a ton of other films after he left Lucasfilm,
Yes.
including Superman 2, The Dark Crystal, Muppets Take Manhattan, and we talked to him about a select few things.
Mhm.
Worked on a lot of Disney stuff too,
Yes.
but we only touched on a couple of stories just to kind of wet the whistle.
Whet your appetite because, he has his new book.
Yes,
He has to sell his new book. Yeah.
yeah. So one of the most fun stories was the Dick Van Dyke story.
Yes. He saw a taping
A live
of the
taping.
Dick Van Dyke Show. Can you believe that? Like, mind blown.
Yeah. I can't even wrap my head around that.
No.
The fact that he saw Mary Tyler Moore and Dick Van Dyke.
In person. Oh, we've seen Dick Van Dyke in person
Yes,
several
but
times.
not during taping of his show.
No,
That's a whole different story.
That's like so amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So has anyone in the chat ever seen the live taping of a TV show?
Yeah, let us know.
I saw Cheers and Wings and Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Wings too.
Oh
Fresh
yeah.
Prince.
Oh yeah.
Awesome, man. Well, we saw The Big Bang Theory together, and that was fun. That was like so great.
Oh, the Big Bang Theory too.
yeah.
Exactly.
All right, well, Teresa, we're not talking about the Acolyte yet, so you can stick around for a little bit. Oh, you've seen several. Courtney, let us know.
Well, then
what,
there's
what
those
live tapings have you seen?
Those 31 days of Halloween.
Yes, we've seen that.
yeah.
The freeform.
Yeah. Like the
and-
actual sitcom.
Well, sitcom, but other things too. So, like, we've seen Dancing with the Stars, like
Dancing
several
with the
times.
Stars. Oh, and American Idol.
Mhm.
Oh,
American Idol and the So You Think You Can Dance. We saw one of those. Remember that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, the one with oh gosh, what's her name? I forget that she like tapped on stage almost. Okay, what else?
The new Night Court. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
is that show still on? Are they still
the new Night Court?
running that?
Oh,
Rules
really?
of Engagement.
Oh my goodness.
What? I've never heard of that one.
Oh, now wait a minute. Have you been on the Price is Right, Teresa? I've seen the people lining up for Price is Right
Mhm.
all along right on Sunset Boulevard. They're all dressed all crazy. But the one taping I did not see, and I'm kicking myself for not doing it, was I had the opportunity when I went to college at USC to see a taping of Friends, and I didn't go.
Yeah.
And
Same here.
Kick myself.
I thought, yeah, get loads of time. I'll see it again, because a lot of the creators on Friends are Emersonians.
Oh man.
So like, hey, any Emersonians, you want to come and see a taping of Friends? Anytime, any place, anywhere.
You could have gone like every week if you wanted to, right? Yeah.
Yes, I could have, but I didn't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we should have.
Yes.
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 We should
Never
have.
miss an opportunity when you think, I'll do it later on.
Yeah.
Because those later ons, they never happen.
disappear.
Yeah. But now Craig had seen Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah.
And remember the opening where Dick would walk in and sometimes he would trip over the ottoman, sometimes he wouldn't.
Absolutely.
Well, Craig's question was regarding that.
And he was like 10.
He was like 10, and Carl Reiner was the warm-up. And he's like, Ottoman, what are you talking about?
But we shouldn't tell the story.
But no, we won't tell what
Okay.
happened. But
Okay.
you know, it's a funny, if you like Dick Van Dyke, if you like classic sitcoms, which is why Sarah's wearing her WandaVision shirt. One of the reasons why.
Woohoo.
If you like those kind of classic stories, you'll love the conversation we had with Craig Miller.
Mhm.
He also saw Conquest of the Planet of the Apes being shot. Oh my God, it's geography.
Yeah, it
if you're
is.
from the area, then you
Mhm.
have a better chance of seeing some of this stuff. But
Yeah.
arg,
Oh.
nothing ever happens in Texas.
Big things happen in Texas. Everything is bigger in Texas, Teresa.
Yeah, except things to do. Then
Well,
not much.
certain things.
Yeah.
You could go to New Braunfels and go to to the water park. Okay.
All right. So
I
there
really
you go.
like that.
This Thursday, Craig Miller episode 473, More Movie Memories. And you can pick up a copy of his book at Scum and Villainy on July 29th when you can come and see us. We'll be
Yes.
signing too. Signing what now? If Craig's going to bring his books, so will we.
We'll be signing those books. Yes, Teresa, there's caves. There's caves in Texas. You can see stalagmites and stalactites and learn about them, and it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
All right. So moving on.
Yes, moving on. So, what should we talk about next? Should we talk about San Diego Comic-Con?
Let's go into yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, because another place you can find both Craig Miller and us, and a lot of the Skywalking Network folks, is at San Diego Comic-Con this year. And we are so looking forward to this. This is happening on July 25th through 28th. And you know what? I am going to share our screen here.
Yeah, so is anyone here going to Comic-Con? Anyone else? It's gonna be fun. We're doing 2 panels.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. In fact, so I put together a post.
You did a very good job on
I
this.
spent like all day
Yes.
putting together a post.
And it shows.
On I will show you. Okay, on all the Star Wars focused panels as well as the Skywalking Network panels, which mostly are Star Wars focused. So, and then Julie says, James and I can't wait to see you there. Yes.
Oh, likewise.
Yeah. In fact, James and Julie are going courtesy of the Skywalking Force. And we had some extra Comic-Con passes available, and we made them available to the Skywalking Force, and they have all been claimed. I'm going to lock down the list tonight, but they're pretty much all claimed. Okay, so I'm not going to go through all of these because you can read the post online, but there is a 10th annual musical Anatomy of a Superhero. This is on Thursday, which will be moderated by Michael Giacchino. So he is going to do this talk, and it's going to include Michael Abels, who right now is scoring Star Wars: The Acolyte. So that's something to note. And I will try to be there.
Have you and him in the same room together.
I I made my thoughts clear on the Acolyte music, but that's okay. All right. So also on Thursday, Craig Miller, who we were just discussing, he will be talking about his new book in this panel, Marketing Movies and Writing Cartoons. So that's one of them. All right. Now, if you want to see Star Wars Ologies, James Floyd, he will be moderating a panel on the science of Futurama. And so he'll have he'll have the co-executive producer and writer and story editor of Futurama, along with aerospace engineers, biology educators, archaeologists, and biologists to talk about the science of Futurama. That sounds really fun. All right, Joe Duffy. Joe Duffy's gonna do a panel.
We gotta corner her and get her on the show.
All right, so Joe Duffy, she wrote some of the classic Marvel Star Wars comics, and she has been on the Woman of Marvel podcast. So I know she's not shy about podcasting. So I would love to talk to her.
Wait a minute, what is this?
Yes,
the co-writer of
2 Puppet Master movies. Well, there's your in.
There's my in right there.
There's your in.
I was a puppeteer on 2 Puppet Master movies. She was a writer?
Apparently.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, she also a writer on what? Comics, Elvira comics and things, as well as Star Wars. Okay. So I'm not going to go through all these,
right.
like I said.
There's the in.
Yeah. All right. There is one big Star Wars panel, I would say, on Thursday. This is moderated by Patton Oswalt.
Okay.
And it will include D. Bradley Baker, who's the voice, of course, of all the clones. It'll have Justina Ireland, Kevin Scott, writers, and Tessa Grattan, also writers there. They'll be talking about Star Wars upcoming books, comics, and games, as well as a focus on the new video game, I believe.
The Outlaws.
Yes, the Outlaws. Yes. Okay, but moving on to Friday, this is the unofficial Star Wars day.
All right, everyone, go grab a pen, pencil.
Basically, if you just go and sit in room 7AB, you will see Star Wars panels all day, including 2 of our panels. So starting at 1 p.m. will be our classic Marvel Star Wars comics first ever EU story.
Yeah, this is issues 7 through 11, 7 through 10 rather.
Yeah,
the classic Marvel Star Wars comics, where it's focused on Han Solo and the Magnificent Six.
Yes,
he pulls together
a
group.
Here.
Yeah, there you go, right there.
We go.
And we're gonna have special guests, our good buddy Details and Chris Bartlett.
Yep,
2 friends of the show.
Yeah,
so let me get their spin. So, like Julie, we know you had seen this panel at
Comic-Con Revolution.
Yes.
Yes.
But now this will be a whole difference because we'll have 2 unique points of view.
Yeah.
This one needs to be like 3 hours.
It really does.
D can talk.
All right. Right after us is the Hasbro Star Wars panel.
Oh.
Yeah. So that'd be the design team and marketing team from Hasbro will be talking about what's coming up in the Black Series and the Vintage collection. So there you go. All right, and then there's more Star Wars panels. Head to the post to see. But then at 5 p.m. will be our 2nd annual Star Wars Trivia Competition of Chaos. Chaos. With special guest Leilani Shu, who she is Tika the Jawa in Obi-Wan Kenobi, plus many, many Jawas. She and Ariel are...
Book of Boba Fett and the Mandalorian. She was there at Houston Comic Palooza handing out prizes.
That was a surprise.
Yeah,
like, oh my gosh.
Autographing Usually you got to pay extra for her autograph, but she was autographing prizes
Aw.
and keeping the score and live streaming.
Yes.
It's like, how are you doing all this? I thought she was just on her phone.
We're very excited to see her there.
Yeah. And once again, if you've been to our competition of chaos in the past, totally different.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say 89% different.
Yeah. Now, oddly, there will be a Star Wars The Phantom Menace screening, but it starts at 4 p.m. on Friday. So you're missing half a day of panels if you go see The Phantom Menace at the Marquee Ballroom at the Marriott.
Oh,
Very
well,
odd.
then you had to leave the convention center.
Yeah,
Come
It's
on.
very odd.
Yeah.
Okay, and then right after us, there is nothing immediately after us.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Good
yes.
to know.
At 7 p.m., Law of the Acolyte.
Because they know. They
Yeah.
know that. Okay. If they're doing chaos, just give them 2 hours.
Yeah. Oh, James is excited about the Hasbro panel. Yeah. So James, just stay in the room. You'll see the Hasbro panel.
Mm.
Yeah. I have no idea why nothing is after us, but right now there's nothing on the schedule, at least
Okay.
when I look today. Okay, so also later on in the evening at 8 p.m. will be Chris Bartlett and Details will appear on another panel about cosplay to Hollywood, professionals share their secrets. And there's also a Spider-Man movement creator there, special effects movement performer, and Dude Vader.
Dude, wait. Okay, who's moderating this?
This is moderated by Sandy Scheller,
Oh.
who is former artistic creator of Amargosa Opera House. Okay.
All right. We'll be there judging.
That actually, it sounds fun. Audience participation is optional as movement techniques are demonstrated.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds fun. Okay. Also, Brian Volkweiss, friend of the show,
Okay.
will be doing a panel about the toys that made us. And it's been nearly 5 years since the last episode. And so they're going to share an update about the future of this series, which means they're going to probably announce what they're going to cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe even show an episode.
Oh, that would be fun. Yeah. So that's on Saturday. And then also on Saturday at 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Marriott Marquis in the pool patio, they're going to have a science and pop culture mixer.
Oh.
So if you love science, if you want to talk to some scientists, Star Warsologies, along with a bunch of other associations, are putting on this mixer.
Cool.
I thought that was neat. Yeah. And also on Saturday at 8 p.m., if you are around, come join us and a lot of the virtual Cantina Skywalkers at the Omni San Diego Hotel. That's right across the street from the San Diego Comic-Con, and there'll be a meetup. I'm sure Leilani Shu and a bunch of the other actors will be there as well. So it'll be a great place to see and meet people that in a kind of a low-key situation, like not an autograph situation, but like a place where you can have conversations.
Yeah, we were there last year. There was like 10 actors there.
Yeah, it was.
Mixing and mingling.
Chris Bartlett was there.
Chris Bartlett, Leilani was there. Molly Miller, little Leia.
Yeah,
she was there.
Yeah. So, and then I also put the Comic-Con Masquerade on this list because the Saber Guild will have a Star Wars performance in the middle of the intermission.
Okay.
For that. I thought that was a fun thing.
All right. Hold on. This just
Oh.
in. Christopher Marino.
Hey, Chris.
Long time no here. Good to see you again.
Yay.
Good to see your name again.
Yeah. Okay. And then on Sunday, Melissa Truth Miller will be moderating a panel on how science advisors make sci-fi better. And so she's going to talk to a bunch of these science advisors who have advised on shows like Avengers Endgame, Star Trek TV shows, all of these fun things.
Kung Fu Panda 4?
Yes. And they're going to talk about how they work with the creatives and help them, bring out that fact in the fiction.
Because things apply better when it's grounded in reality.
Yes.
If it's just out there as fiction, no one can really grasp it because I don't have any kind of relation to this.
Yes.
It's not grounded in reality.
All right. And then another panel that I would absolutely go to if I was going to be there on Sunday at 2:15 p.m., all of the Kiners. So Kevin Kiner and his son and daughter, Deanna and Sean, they're going to be at this panel, The Character of Music, The Art of Scoring for Animation. And I hope someone records this because I really need to see it. Mike Celestino, you know who you are. Record it. Or anybody else who's going. And if you're going to this panel, please record it because I really want to hear what the Kinders have to say.
Yeah, we will not be there, but we will be in Long Beach.
Yes.
At the Midsummer Scream convention.
That's right.
2 big conventions on one weekend.
It's going to be insane.
Yeah. This is like a big Halloween convention. So, we got to be there. This is when amusement parks will give little demonstrations of their haunted haunts that you walk through at amusement parks, Universal and Not Scary Farm.
Has anybody ever been to Midsummer Scream? Who's watching right now? Let us know.
The turkels are all over this.
Oh yeah, yeah.
it's like a big Halloween party in July.
Yes.
And best of all, where is it again?
At the Long Beach Convention Center.
In the city of
Long Beach.
Woohoo!
Yes. Courtney says, nope. Christopher, you should come. You should come down. You should definitely come down at least Sunday. It would be really fun.
Yeah, it's really great. The costumes from the attendees.
Yeah.
And once again, this hall of shadows. One huge darkened area. Hall. Like when you go to like the convention center, one of those. It's a hall that big.
It's a 75,000 square foot dark room.
There you go.
Yes. Oh, he will be at Comic-Con. Good. Oh, Christopher, we hope to see you.
Oh, will you be there on Friday, Christopher?
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Okay. Yes. All right. So yes, and they have like mini mazes.
Yeah, it's like maybe 20.
They say dozen. Oh, they say over a dozen. So yes,
okay.
It could be 20.
Okay, I mean like 13.
Yeah. But yeah, it's really fun to do that. All right. And also there will be celebrities. Some of the celebrities that will be there will be the voice of Scream's Ghostface, Roger Jackson.
Yeah.
Also, what's her name from Cassandra? Elvira will be there.
Oh.
And she's actually showing photos of herself, not as Elvira and Elvira.
Yeah, she's like 95 years old and get the body of a 21-year-old.
Yeah, definitely. All right. And then the creator and voice cast of Monster High will be there. I thought that was fun.
Okay.
Like, okay. Also, this is fun. I was perusing the website and the Instagram of Midsummer Scream, and they have these make and take prop workshops. So you do have to sign up for these in advance and pay like $30 but you get to make these various props. So you could make either a custom tombstone or a creepy apothecary bottle or this skull and candle kind of prop thing put together. Yeah. And you can reserve your space. So I thought that was a really fun thing. If you want to learn more, the best place to go, honestly, is at Midsummer Scream on Instagram. They have more stuff announced there than they do on their website. Yeah. I just learned that. So yeah, we are looking forward to those.
All right.
All right, Christopher. He will only be there Saturday. Okay, well, Christopher, if you want to meet up with us, we'd love that. Just head to our website. We'll show you at the Omni Hotel at 8 p.m. All right.
So there you have it. There is where we're going to be this July.
So exciting.
I'm going to be here before you know it.
Yes. All right. So now we're going to get into ACOLYTE.
Okay.
You guys ready for this? All right. So ACOLYTE episode 7. I'm going to write in here that there will be spoilers. Episode 7. Choice. Thank you. Spoilers. Okay.
Yeah. So if you got any questions, let's all do a round table.
Yes. Okay.
I think we all have questions.
Yes. Okay. We have watched this a couple times. So Richard.
Yes.
Let's talk about episode 7, Choice. Now, as promised, this episode takes us back 16 years to the planet Brendock and shows us the events of Osha's tragic past, where her sister burned her place to the ground and everyone died, from a different point of view. This time we see it from the point of view of the Jedi and a bit from May's point of view as well.
I wish they made this a little bit more clear in episode 3 that it was just from Osha's point of view, because everyone went ballistic about, hey, this doesn't make any sense, and why is this and why is that? So I think they would have calmed down had they had an idea that this was just one point point of view, and then we're going to see other points of view later on.
Right. Courtney says, crazy episode. Believe me, if you have questions, we're going to ask a lot of questions here because if anything, this episode like brought up more questions.
Yeah.
And we want to hear your comments. Like we really want to hear what you guys think.
People are jumping out because I haven't gotten up.
I
haven't caught up yet.
Okay. Well, we understand. Yeah. Okay. So Richard, what were your thoughts on this episode?
Yeah, it did answer the end of episode 6. Saul teased, okay, now I'm going to tell you what happened. Cut, fade to credits. Like, oh no, this is what we need to see. So we've been waiting for this for so long, and we couldn't understand at that point up until now what exactly happened because they didn't really give us much of an idea other than May wanting to kill these 4 Jedi. So we figured, okay, there's something up. Something's going on with these 4 Jedis that visited Brendock and did something. We had a little bit of an idea that all these witches were killed. But as Leslie Headland said, you didn't see a whole lot of bodies. You didn't see bodies of all the witches.
Right.
So who's to say they're dead or not?
Yeah, that's my question.
Anastasia, she was sabered down.
Right.
Because she was trying to transform into the Force. And was doing the same thing with May, and she just didn't get there fast enough. It's like when Dobby tried to get through that little portal at the end of Harry Potter, and Bellatrix threw the knife. Like, oh, it just didn't get there soon enough. So she didn't apparate quickly enough. So she was sabered down, which is one of the big reasons why May's like, all right, you just made the list, buddy.
Right. Yeah, you'd think she'd go after him first.
Maybe she tried to, but couldn't. But he was so well protected at the Jedi Academy on Coruscant and at the temple, couldn't get near him.
Right.
But the others were all on missions, and Kalnaka was by himself. So she's like, okay, I can get this guy easily enough. And everyone was wondering, wait a minute, who is doing these stunts for Kalnaka? Because he's really up there. Who else is 7'2"? And Leslie said in an article that was all Eunice.
Wow.
No one else could fit the costume. So Eunice is like, give it to me. Let me do this. After all the stunts he did in Solo, he's like, oh, come on. This is nothing. This is going to be easy. So that was one of the questions I had about Kalnaka. Now, the Virgins. The Virgins. What is this? What is going on? How is this taken away from Anakin? Because he was the Virgins. Now there's like multiple Virgins, and now he's not going to be so special. Well, Anakin was a virgin in a person, which is extremely rare. That's why Mace said to Qui-Gon, wait a minute, you feel as virgins in a person? Very confusing because this never happened. So the twins were created on Brendock, because Brendock is a virgin in the Force. It amplifies your Force powers.
So it's the location.
It's the location of
made
Brendock.
The virgins?
Yes.
So is it that place with the witches were like staring into that hole at one point?
Yes, it's like on Octo.
Right.
It's that one area is the virgins of the Force. And the Force was so strong years ago. Remember when they went to that big doorway and Torben said, this looks like some kind of a mining facility that was abandoned. There were a civilization on there over 100 years ago.
Right.
And the virgins said, all right, you guys get out. And the virgins made it possible.
I know.
The virgins made it possible to get all these people out of there. So there hadn't been life there for over 100 years. So the Jedi were like, wait a minute, we can sense life down there. What is happening? And they could sense really the animal life and the insects and the environment.
Okay.
But that's why they were down there for 7 weeks, because Torben wanted to go home. Like, this is nothing. I can't find anything. But like, no, we feel something. There's a presence here. What is this? And it was this mining facility that the witches had taken over. That was the virgins. And Mother Anastasia wanted to create a family, a community, and was creating these 2 twins on this planet that was a virgins in the Force that amplifies your Force powers. It's like standing in front of a microphone that amplifies your voice. Right. So it was this. They couldn't have done this on anywhere else. If they wanted, if Mother Anastasia and
Coral.
With
Mother
Tatooine, this wouldn't have happened.
Right.
But it had to happen here on Brendok.
Right. Okay, so Skywalker's Academy is weighing in here. So first of all, they think that the Vergence is maybe deep inside that hole.
Well, the whole planet is a Vergence.
Oh, you really?
The whole planet, yes.
I would think there's like a concentration.
Well, yeah, it's like you're a whole person, but it all comes from your heart, pumping all the blood. So the heart is probably
I see.
They haven't really gone into this, but they're all looking down in that hole,
right?
Going, oh, there it is down there.
Interesting.
So I think that's where that Vergence really emanates from, that black hole.
Which is a lot like Octo.
Yes.
And
she said that a lot of stuff will be clarified next episode. Which is, you gotta,
I hope so.
You gotta, yeah.
I hope so. Yeah. Okay. So, well, can I go over some of my thoughts?
Please.
Seeing it. Okay. So first of all, I was very happy to see that we went back those 16 years. And after the first watch, I was a little like, okay, I feel like I need to see that again because it was very dense, right? And then we watched it a second time this morning, and I had more questions. I was like, what's going on? So I had a lot of questions. I do feel like we got more of an overall picture of these events, but it really doesn't portray the Jedi in a good light.
Not at all.
For one thing, they break and enter. They break and enter this facility. Like, you'd think they'd at least try to knock on the door.
Yeah.
Did they try to knock? I don't think they did.
No, they did.
She's just like, go knock us, slice the controls.
Slice it in.
Slice it, let's go.
Yeah, if the witches had their bow and arrows and shot you right on sight, they'd be in the right.
Yeah, they really would. And the whole fact that I feel like not May, not Osha, Master Soul, he got this attachment to Osha like right away, like super quick. And I feel like it would have been more plausible if maybe he'd been watching her for a week or at least something like that, you know, and she had got to know the Jedi over a week. Like, I know it's supposed to be like this surprise that they see people here, but for them to like at least interface with each other for at least a week to form some kind of attachment.
Well, Saul just wants a pupil. He wants an apprentice. Like, okay, you have a strong M count.
Mm-hmm.
So guess what? You're my new apprentice. I think that really sums that up. That would explain his attachment to her, because he just wants a pupil. But yeah, if he had been watching her abilities, watching how she can control the Force, would have made a whole lot more sense.
Right. And even for her to know, I know your big deal was you didn't think she knew what the Jedi was.
No, how would she know what the Jedi were? Because they were on this planet Brendok in this mining facility. They weren't cruising outside. They weren't going to Coruscant on weekends. So she's like, "Hey, I want to be a Jedi." Like, well, how do you know what that is? And why? What? I really don't like it when you go through a story, and you keep asking why are you doing this? Why? You're barreling ahead, but you never say why.
Now, I do feel like there was some really cool things in this episode.
Oh, like, one more thing, but to go on what you were saying, instead of Saul watching them, if she were watching the Jedi,
that would make more sense.
Then she's like, "Oh, I want to do that," and levitating rocks, and I want to do all this, and fighting with lightsabers.
Right, the lightsabers is different. I mean, the witches, I'm sure, could probably levitate things.
Right, but okay, just doing any, but it would make more sense had she been watching the Jedi,
right?
So she would understand, or just hearing their campfire philosophies.
Like kind of how Luke, the scene that was cut out of Star Wars, looked up in the sky at the battle going on, up above. You know, like he's watching and seeing the world.
I want to be part of that.
Right, exactly. So
okay, so you were saying,
I do think that we saw some really cool things, like a full-fledged Wookiee Jedi fighting. I mean, when do you see that?
Never.
I don't think we've ever seen that in live action.
That was a lightsaber.
No, and wow, he had a reach. Like, don't get on the bad end of a Jedi.
Apparently, Wookiees, when they're Jedis, they can't use their bear claws to fight. But Kelnaka was.
Oh.
So there's a like, hey, wait a minute, what's going on with this?
But
but he was under the spell of the witches.
Right.
But
Okay.
if you know like the backstory of the Jedi and
Oh.
High Republic,
Oh.
then Wookiees can't fight with their paws.
Okay. Huh. Okay.
I'm guessing you call them paws.
Buryaga. Is that a thing with Buryaga? Where did you hear this?
But I've been reading a lot online.
Oh, okay.
A lot of stuff from Leslie Headland.
Okay. All right. James is weighing in on your question on why did Osha want it to be a Jedi. James says it was mostly a way out of where she was. The allure of the stars and other planets and other people. That's kind of where my thoughts are, James.
Which makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? Show it, don't say it. Or they didn't even say it. Show or say it. One of the two.
Mm.
Okay, but you kept going on, but I kept interrupting. Sorry.
That's okay. No, so I feel like this particular episode is one of those fables in that the message or what is that called? The message at the end of the fable is you may go in with the best of intentions, but that doesn't always mean you'll do the right thing. In
Right.
fact, you may just do the wrong thing, especially if you have too much hubris, which is really what the Jedi had here.
Yeah,
It's like
moral of the story?
Yeah, the moral. Thank you. Yeah, so I feel like that's what we saw. But like I said, this brings up a lot of questions. So one question, and this upon second watch, I didn't even clock this on the first watch, but when the Jedi are interviewing May and Osha in their ship, they ask May, okay, what's, like, what are you doing and why did you have that symbol on your head? And she's like, oh, well, this means I'm going to lead them, the witches. And they're like, well, what does that mean? You're just a kid. And she's like, I don't know. But the mother said that, we all have to walk through fear and sacrifice or something. So were the witches going to sacrifice the children?
No, absolutely not.
I don't think so
Absolutely
either. Some people thought so.
I don't think they had to like the Jedi's get to sacrifice attachments.
Okay.
They get to sacrifice something that wasn't fully explained, but they were not. Mother Anastasia was trying to build this coven,
right?
So she wouldn't create life only to destroy them.
Right. That's what I was confused. I was like, what does this sacrifice mean? And Indara didn't ask her any further about that. It's like,
yeah.
Why'd you stop there? There's more questions here. Yeah. What's going on?
You know what, Indara needs?
What?
A podcast.
Yeah.
So she knows how to ask those follow-up questions.
Yes, she didn't follow up with this. Yes. Okay.
Skywalker Academy.
We all have to sacrifice ourselves. Mother Anastasia said we must sacrifice part of ourself. Now, this makes me think, now, I don't know why, but this makes me think of that episode of Clone Wars where Yoda went to that planet and found the dark side of himself and had to confront it, basically. And by confronting it, he was able to face his greatest fear, and come out a better Jedi for it.
Yeah,
so maybe that's what that
I think
means.
Maybe splitting up the dyad of these two kids, you gotta sacrifice part of yourself, and part of Osha is May, and part of May is Osha. Maybe they have to go out on their own and do the trials by themselves, because at this point they were always attached by the hip.
Right.
That's just one idea. I don't know.
Okay. All right. I don't know.
Yeah, and then whatever that was happening, that's kind of the witches' deal. So even if they're being sacrificed, that's like being. Whenever I see these animal videos out in the Serengeti, and I see a lion attacking a
person,
no, a deer.
Oh yeah.
And as the camera operator, it's like, hey, stop that. But like, hey, this is their food chain. I can't interrupt
this. Is their territory.
this.
Yeah.
So Saul, I think, should have said, hey, you know what? I need to back up. This is their community, their planet.
Right.
I can't interfere with their ceremonies. But yeah, he was going in there. Oh, I gotta save the children, but save them from what? You don't know what's going on yet.
No, you don't know the full story. These children are obviously part of this coven, and these witches, they're their mothers. Like they should decide their future, at least in part. Now, Mother Anastasia said that her daughters had a choice, and so that's the name of this episode. Osha's choice was to be a Jedi, and so she took that heavily into account. And here comes my other question. When Mother Anastasia, like, did her dark magic thingy,
Yeah,
and transformed, what did you call it?
Apparate.
She started to apparate, right? And how was she going to let Osha go with the Jedi by doing that? Like, was she going to apparate into Osha's room and get her out, or what was going to happen? I think,
hey, I need to apparate out of here. I don't trust these Jedi. I'm taking my kid and I'm apparating.
But she said she was going to let Osha go with the Jedi.
Yeah, but when you start to see all these Jedis converge on you, it's like, hey, I got to get out of here until things calm down, and then I can get you aside and say, hey, I was going to let Osha go with you.
Is that what you think? Okay, I don't know. Skywalkers, let us know what you think.
Yeah, but when they were barging into their castle again. Would you be like, oh, I'm so glad you're here. Here's my daughter. Take her. It's like, no. I'm going to apparate and forget it. You lost it.
But she said by doing that, she was going to let Osha go. So how is she going to do that? And May started apparating too.
Well, I don't think just by doing that, she was going to let her go. I think she was just one of these fight or flight, and they're not warriors, even though they have weapons, but they're not warriors.
Well, Coral is.
Well, yeah.
Coral's a warrior, but Anastasia is not.
No. They're that's why they're there on Brendok, because they don't have enough. They can't fight Jedi. Their magic is not strong enough. Yeah, and as Julie is saying, the Jedi had an entitlement mentality. We have the right to test the kids, and I hate that about the Jedi. I really do. You're strong with the Force. Hey, guess what, Mom and Dad? We're taking your kid. Like, no, you're not.
Yeah, the series has really showed the Jedi to do like really bad things, like tie down May. In the previous episode.
I think Palpatine is seeing all this. It's like, oh, now I know who the scapegoats are. The Jedi. Yeah, okay. Skywalker's Academy is saying that Mother Anastasia was taking May to safety. So that makes sense too.
That does.
Even though they didn't. So I was like, no, we want the other one.
Right, she at least taking her to safety.
But why? Why would Mother Anastasia give one of her creations to the Jedi?
Because of her choice. That's it. That's
they're kids. They don't know what they want.
Right, but that's the only reason why. Because of her choice, and that's she was a big proponent of that.
Yeah, but give her another week, and she'll want to do something else.
Whether it's right or wrong, that was her opinion.
Yeah, it's still.
Yeah.
After all the training we've done with you, Osha, suddenly you want to become a Jedi. It's like that. Let it ride out, okay? Give it a week.
So I'm just left with a question. And okay, here's another big question. Maybe you guys can fill me in. So when Kelnaka was taken over by Coral, because Coral like transformed into dark magic and obviously went into Kelnaka to possess him, but the other witches were also helping to possess him, I suppose.
Yes.
Like they were all in a trance, right? Yeah. They were all like rocking. Okay. And then when Indara came and got Coral out of his head, that also, I guess, killed the other witches. That
would make sense. After the second time watching it, it would make sense because they were all in a trance, keeping Kelnaka in this trance possession.
Right.
And as soon as Indara went in there, she did something, and it just backfired on all the witches, and that killed them.
Yeah. So do you think they were dead?
Yes.
You do. Okay.
Yeah. Well, now with the fire blazing.
Right.
Except for Coral, I don't know what's going on with her.
That's true.
Yeah, as Leslie said, that didn't see a body.
Which I kind of like Mother Coral. She's like sticking to her guns.
Yeah, she's the bad cop.
Fighting for her rights, fighting for her mothership.
But Leslie did say that she won't be in episode 8, but if there's a second season,
she could appear.
Exactly.
Okay, so so Skywalker's Academy saying she didn't communicate that. Soul thought she was attacking him after seeing Torben's mind control episode. Right. Yeah, she didn't communicate that only after the fact, after she was stabbed through. Yes.
Yeah.
Which was kind of, and she looked kind of freaky when she was transforming as well.
Yeah, but still, you're in someone else's home. Let them be freaky.
I suppose. Yeah. Okay. So
yeah, whatever the Jedi had, whatever happened to them, they had it coming.
Okay. So Skywalker's Academy. Maybe not all the witches are dead either.
Yeah, but I would
don't know.
I would believe so. And then Indara, she starts down the path of the dark side of lying.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna tell the council the truth that May started a fire.
Yep.
Okay, that is true. And all the witches are dead. That's true too. Does one connect to the other? Nope. But we don't need to connect those dots for them.
Right. They'll connect those dots themselves.
Or maybe they won't.
And it was all to keep Osha from losing another like father figure, I suppose.
Losing everything.
Yeah.
Because they don't want her to go back to the Jedi Council and have them go, yeah, she's out of here. She's too old, and she's got all this grief already. She's got an attachment to her sister. No way.
Yeah. Wow. So
I would like to have seen a cameo by Pip.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I would have. Okay. So after all this, in the previous episode, the stranger Keimer teased that he was a Jedi, and that he kind of knew what happened on Brendok. So I was almost expecting to see him in the shadows somewhere, but I did not.
Unless he was there when Indara or Kalnaka was reaching out to the Jedi Council, and he happened to be in the room. I was like, a little intern or something, and looked over at Vanessa Rose's shoulder and said, "Oh, okay, I can put two and two together."
Yeah. Okay, I don't know about that. All right, yeah, okay.
So this next episode needs to be like 3 hours long.
And we always say this. Yes, it really
it comes in like 35.
Be. So
we'll know.
Well, sorry, the truth now could push Osha to the dark side. Absolutely, it could.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It pushed me to the dark side.
Right. Oh, but now Skywalker's Academy, I don't see Osha falling to the dark side for a pair of pretty eyes. Or a pretty body.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, he's pretty well built.
He's very seductive in more ways than one.
Yes.
Yeah.
That helmet.
Oh yeah, we get to see what happened to that because she put on the helmet at the end of episode 6.
And you heard the Vader breathing.
And yeah, you did. So what is she gonna find in the Force when she closes herself off to everything else?
She's gonna find the truth.
She's gonna find the what is that in the Upside Down? The bad guy in the Upside Down.
Oh,
I know. I can't remember now. But that's because that's.
I want to say Kalnaka, but that's not it.
No, it starts with a V. Oh,
Voldemort.
That's it.
Okay.
She's gonna find Voldemort and a Virgins.
Yes, in strange things.
Okay, and Julie's predicting. Okay, predictions. Okay, we want to hear your predictions. I think Osha will go to the dark side and May come back to the light side. That is definitely what they're setting up.
I'd love to see that.
I mean, that's the whole yin and the yang. That would fit with the symbols on their heads. You know what would be interesting if they do that, if the symbols then transferred. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We've never seen that before. So there's a lot of firsts.
Yeah.
In the ACOLYTE.
Oh, and we did get the answer as to why Kalnaka had that symbols all over his home.
His home and his scalp.
Yeah. He couldn't get it out of his head after being possessed by all those witches.
Now, I haven't seen any of the haters hating on these last few episodes. Did that calm down? Did they move to something else? Did they realize, we were being stupid?
I think it might have calmed down because there was pushback.
Oh, a lot of pushback.
Yeah.
But haters don't mind that. Haters, that's why they hate. Because they want that pushback. If you don't push back, then they get even more upset.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, sometimes they'll go away. But yeah, I haven't seen any haters for these last few episodes.
That's good.
I think they realized, okay, maybe I was being too harsh. Maybe I shouldn't have been jumping down the throat of the series when I should have waited until all 8 episodes. Yes. Each episode should have ended with "to be continued." Haters.
Yeah, it's like wait till the series is out and then make your judgment, I suppose.
Blah, blah, blah.
But even then, you don't have to like everything Star Wars that comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, you move. Look at Disney Plus. There's like a billion things on there now.
Yeah. And this is the first Star Wars thing that I really haven't enjoyed the music. You know,
Well, because there hasn't been a whole lot of music.
Well, there has.
There's been atmospheric music in that Victoria Monet song.
I did like the music for episode 6. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, well, toward the end, there was more than just atmospheric music. There was actual Kylo Ren music. We've heard it what now 3 times?
I think like 4 or 5 if you count credits.
So,
Yeah.
So yeah, I
It's
think
there.
he's gonna be part of that Knights of Ren.
I don't know. I'm holding judgment for that. I don't know.
Okay, tomorrow at 6. We're not hoping there's like no jobs or anything.
Why? What's
Because we-
tomorrow at 6? Oh,
The series
Exactly.
finale. Yeah, tomorrow.
Like-
I know. Today's Monday. Today's Monday.
Okay,
See, now,
yes.
that's why we need shows on a regular basis to have certain times
Days
that
of the
they're
week.
on. Because in the 80s and the 70s, we always knew Tuesday at 8 o'clock. When you heard the Happy Days theme, we knew it was Tuesday at 8 p.m. When at Friday, 10 p.m., you heard Carol Burnett. Okay, it's Friday at 10 p.m. Sunday, when you heard the All in the Family theme, okay, it's 7 p.m. on a Sunday.
Oh, okay. We have a prediction from Skywalker's Academy. Osha and May tried to apparition soul to save him. They die. He gives his life force to try to save them. Darth Smiley stabs him as he's transferring life to them, and everyone blows up like Marok with the green
From
dust.
Ahsoka.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I think if this has a very satisfying, clear ending, I think the haters will apparate just like my mother Anastasia. Like, oh, I was never here. I never said that. Because there's going to be so many new things to see in this series.
Yeah. It's already opened up some doors, and I'll be interested to watch the whole thing through once it's all out,
Right.
just to kind of connect all the dots better together. That's like WandaVision. It was fun to watch week by week and speculate, but then once it was all done, I remember we went back and watched the whole thing, and it was like this nice seamless like story. And we just did that in the last like 2 days.
Yeah.
We binged WandaVision again.
Watched
such
half
a
of the
great
bear
show.
and said, no, let's watch WandaVision.
Let's cleanse our palate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tight, concise story.
Yes, it is.
All right, so should we wrap things up?
We should by saying one more thing. I did want to talk a little bit about D23 Expo because that is coming up, but it's going to be the week after Comic-Con. So I didn't want to talk about it at the beginning of the show. All right. So give me 1 second while I share this, and then we'll see some more comments here.
Boy, this is going to be a crazy last half of the summer.
Oh my gosh, it's going to be insane. Okay. All right. Oh, first of all, here, let's see if there's any more comments on ACOLYTE.
Loki is bet.
Oh,
Skywalker's Academy. You know what?
WandaVision was fun.
Sarah will give you a
Then he
3-minute
said,
head start.
Loki is better though.
It is fun to see.
I did like Loki.
Yeah, fun to see the foreshadowing. Once the show is wrapped up, go back
Yes.
to, that's what that meant.
Yeah, and I
That's
think
always
the
fun.
ACOLYTE will be like that too.
Oh, very much so, yeah.
Very much. All right.
Wait, what is this?
Tales of the Bounty Hunters.
Is that a thing?
Has they announced this? Or are you just making it
Tales
up?
of the Bounty Hunters?
Like Tales of the Empire and
Tales of the Jedi?
That's what we were speculating it might be, but did they announce anything? I don't know. I haven't seen anything. Okay. All right. But so I'm going to talk about D23 Expo. I'm going to call it D23 Expo. All right.
It is D23 Expo.
All right. This is happening August 8th through 10th. Or no, August 9th through 11th, excuse me. And that's at the Anaheim Convention Center. And I just want to note who here is going to D23 Expo in any form, whether you have badges, whether you're volunteering, whether you're going to be there working. We'd love to know, and we'd love to see you guys. Richard and I have badges along with the Turkells and also Bryn. And so we are going to be going to that, and Joey Pittman, along with a bunch of other people. And so this week, if you have a D23 Expo badge, you can right now until July 19th, you can request reservations for certain panels, presentations, talent signings, and show floor experiences. And you can put in those requests from now through July 19th. And then what these are, they're just requests. So you're not guaranteed to get any of these, but you can rank like your requests from first to fourth or something like that. And you will be notified what you've won starting on August 2nd. And so right now we have some of these panels already available. Now we have to thank the D23 Expo 2024 Facebook group, specifically Stephen King, who put together this visual guide of all the panels and all the times that they are, so you can see what's conflicting with what.
When does he have free time? He's always writing horror books.
I know. I don't think it's the Stephen King. I think it's a different Stephen King.
Okay.
But so right away on Friday, August 9th, I'm just going to bring up a few things that I know that I'm going to put in reservations for. And one of them would be right away, 11 a.m., Music of Marvel Studios. So you can bet I'm going to try to get into that panel. There's also a Muppets panel, Richard.
Yeah.
A glamorous Miss Piggy retrospective of Muppets 70.
I want to see it, but
you're not going to put in.
I'm not the biggest
that?
Miss Piggy fan.
Okay.
It was just the Muppets retrospective.
Right.
Oh, I'd be there right now.
Okay. Now, if you're not going to the evening panels at the Honda Center, you might consider Disney Princess the concert, which I've seen in concert. It is amazing. If you have the opportunity to see that, I absolutely recommend it.
Is that free?
Yeah, all of these are free. Yeah, it's a
okay.
free.
Sometimes Celebration Carry Virtual will do a thing and it'll have it be an extra ticket.
No, D23 is all part of your included in the ticket price.
That's a good deal.
Yeah, there's also like Talent Central. So some of the signings you can expect. Oh wow, this is not a very good picture. Okay, there's Imagineers that you can sign with. There's director Ron Clements from Walt Disney Animation. He did Moana. He did Little Mermaid. A bunches and bunches of signings. You can sign up. Now, you can probably stand in line for this, but the Lucasfilm Limited booth will have a stagecraft experience. So you can basically walk into stagecraft and see how things are filmed, see how The Mandalorian is filmed. Like, that sounds really cool. Meet Ashley Taylor. I have some artwork by her. And also, if all else fails, you guys, you can meet Bluey and Bingo at the Disney Plus booth every 15 minutes.
As you can tell, we have that highlighted on our schedule all day long.
For all 3 days.
We'll be going around and around and around to meet Bluey and Bingo.
Yeah. So I will be putting up these pictures. There's one for each day on our website. I hadn't been able to do that yet. But there's a bunch of things. I haven't been able to look through this schedule yet because I was focused on San Diego Comic-Con today. But just suffice it to say, there's many cool things. Now, one thing D23, I have a little gripe, and I think you do too. D23 does not have fan panels.
That's terrible.
And I wish they did. I wish we could submit for fan panels, because often a lot of the fun of an event is seeing what the fans bring to it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, they don't have that option. So there are less panels to go through, but at the same time, they may not be quite as interesting as something a fan can put together. So we would be doing our Disney trivia or, things like that. That would be really fun. Or I would love to do a comics episode. I don't know if it's a Marvel comic, but on the Figment comics. Like, that would be really fun to bring to D23.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
so
right.
much.
Well, Julie will be
At the Hondo Anaka Center
at the Honda Center event on Friday.
Friday.
We will definitely say hi if we see you, Julie, and hopefully you'll be able to see. That is the whole big Disney everything movies and TV. Everything on one day in one panel.
Tired just hearing you say that. Hey.
That's going to be crazy.
Hey.
All right. Okay. So yes. So he was speculating about Tales of the Bounty Hunters. Yeah. We definitely speculate that too. All right. So we'll be sharing that. So right now though, we're done with things we want to share, but are we going to record our...
Yeah, we're going to record our wraparounds.
Okay. All right, everyone. So stay put if you want to hear us record our wraparounds and see how the sausage is made.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But for now, we have to do a little outro and then we'll just stay on. You guys ready?
Legally, we're obligated.
Legally, we're obligated. Okay.
To
you ready?
Sing things we want to share.
Things we want to share. Things we want to share. Things we want to share.
Guess what? We're still here. All right. Should we get our...
So,
yes.
Yeah, we need to start that.
Yeah, we'll start this up. Yeah, so we'll start up our video. All right, so while you guys are waiting, is anyone having dinner right now? What are you guys having for dinner?
Wraparounds.
Let us know. Yes, we're gonna apparate and do our wraparounds. Can I just wear this though? It's cute.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's-
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you gonna keep this shirt on?
Yeah.
Okay. Do we want our border?
No.
Okay. I will take off
No.
the border. We don't need that.
Hey, Julie, when you were just here yesterday, I forgot to show you this.
Yeah,
I wanted to show you this.
We should have given you a tour.
You have to come back.
And you know what? You'll have to bring James. All right. Let me see. Okay. All right. My levels look good. Bring that over. Is that up all the way? I have to. Yes, you do have to come back. Oh, that looks better.
Yeah, it looks.
You look kind of dark though. We need like another
Bounce card?
light bounce card over there. I think that would fix everything. But we don't have anything, do we?
No.
Didn't we have? Where's those little bounce cards I had bought? Those little like things that.
Oh yeah.
Where is that? Guys, stick around. What are you guys having for dinner? While we get together our recording. And we're going to record the wraparounds for episode 473. Is that it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll take another one. I'm not sure how that went.
Huh. There's a bunch. Yeah, I think Richard's in the dark too. Yeah, you need to fix it. I'm pretty bright. Yeah, you are darker.
All right. Yeah.
I'll find something right.
Open this.
Oh, well, that won't help for too long, though, will it? Here, hold on, guys. Here, what if we put this behind? It's white. Here. Go sit. Sit. This is why we need stand-ins. Okay. Oh, salsa with some chips. Are you better? Or did that just make me brighter?
Well, no, I'll turn that.
I am an Ewok. Oof. That's brighter. It's just very bright.
Yeah, well. Okay,
That's
that works.
better.
That works.
I think this shirt is throwing a lot of light on me, so I'm just very bright. Okay. Okay. Does that work? How's that look, everyone?
That works for me.
How did that? Okay. We gotta. We got a thumbs up. Okay. Great.
My stand-in is Jabba, and your stand-in is Wicket.
A little bit different coloring. Yeah,
all right, well, we see that it looks good.
Yeah. Oh, and you wanted me to get rid of the
border.
Okay. Let me do that. There we are. And then let me put back on our branding. There we go. All right. Good. WandaVision. No, now you can't see my shirt.
We can see your shirt. Well, we either see your shirt or top of my head.
Fine.
Know what you want.
I need.
Well, get a booster seat.
I need a booster seat.
Go get a phone book, would you?
We don't have phone books anymore. Should I just sit on my phone? Okay. All right. Here we go. Wow, that's bright. Okay. Oh, what's happening? No. What's going on?
What?
All right, I'm gonna hit record. We're already recording here.
All right, good.
So what we need is your
phone book.
We need your clappy claps, not a phone book.
Okay. See, I did it on that side so it doesn't bother you.
Okay.
Everything bothers Sarah.
It does. Okay, here we go.
That's
my line. What is this? But why is this?
I wish I could take this off.
I know. Okay. All right. Here we go.
So we're getting punchy.
We need some dinner. Okay, here we go. We need some flame broiler or some salsa with chips. Okay. Now you're making us hungry.
Flame broiler.
All right, here we go. This is what you can look forward to on episode 473 of Skywalking Through Neverland.
Hey, Skywalkers! Do you love hearing stories on what it takes to get a movie in front of the right eyeballs? I know we do. Well, keep your eyes and your hand right there while we welcome you back to Skywalking Through Neverland. I am Richard Woloski, but now everyone please say hello to my sweetie wife, Sarah, the Scarlet Witch.
Ooh.
Because you're wearing that WandaVision shirt.
I don't need you to tell me who I am.
Oh, look at this. Pulling out WandaVision quotes.
That's right.
You had that one chambered.
I did. I love it. I love her delivery. I love Agatha's delivery. I'm so excited. Okay.
Oh, more Agatha.
I know. Oh, all right.
Agatha all along.
Well, as you can tell, Skywalkers, we are your enthusiastic podcast destination for the many decades of your Star Wars, Disney, Marvel, and pop culture fandom. So it's time. Are you ready? Imagine a big Wookiee hug from us and a little sprinkling of pixie dust for your week. And this is for our family of Skywalkers, of which you are one. That's
See,
right.
There's the hand again.
Oh, no.
It always comes back to the hand.
No, take it away.
What does that mean? Don't show me a disembodied hand. It'll freak me out.
All right. Well, we are live on the Skywalking Through Neverland YouTube channel right now. In fact, we just kept recording for our things we want to share and decided to record our wraparounds this week too. So you never know what can happen on our Mondays at 6 p.m. Pacific things we want to share.
Yeah.
All kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah. You may get the hand. That'll all make sense later on in our conversation with Craig Miller.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Julie cannot wait for the bloopers this episode.
This whole episode's a blooper.
Yes, it is. All right. But
all right, should we give everyone the update on the
YouTube channel?
Okay.
YouTube subscribers. Right. Uh-oh.
I don't understand this. Last week we were at 8935. We begged everyone to please get us to 8940. And guess what? They did. But then guess what?
What?
It fell back down again.
Oh
no! To 8936.
Oh no!
So we're stuck in this little realm of this YouTube vortex.
Interesting.
Yeah, because we can't get past 8940.
Okay.
It'll go up, it'll go back down. It'll stick between 8935 and 8940. Oh boy, we need to get 9,000.
Well, for a while we were stuck in the 8920s.
Yes.
So,
But we
yeah.
need to get 9,000. That's
We'd
only
like that.
64 more by Comic-Con, please.
Let's do it, Skywalkers. Grab people's phones. 10K tomorrow. Yeah, I wish. We just need another video to hit, and then we'll get that 10K pretty quick.
I don't want to overreach.
No. Yeah.
All right,
yeah,
so you were
cool.
going on with your YouTube pitch.
Yes. So once again, subscribing to the channel really helps us out. Giving us a like on these episodes really helps us. And we do appreciate you, Skywalkers, who have already done so. In fact, we thank you for coming back, commenting on our live streams. We love it. So thank you for returning.
All right, now in this episode, Craig Miller is back to tell us all about his new book, More Movie Memories.
Craig worked in publicity and marketing on Star Wars and The Empire Strikes Back, but in his new book, he shares stories about working on so many other films and TV shows, and we only scratched the surface in our conversation. So we really highly suggest that you pick up More Movie Memories.
It's a very fun read. That's coming from me.
Yeah.
who doesn't read. Yeah, so when I say something is a fun, easy read, I mean it's a fun, easy read.
Absolutely.
Very, very good. All right, now we are being sponsored by Small World Vacations, and they are a diamond level Disney vacation planner travel agency and can help you book your trip to a Disney park around the world or on a Disney cruise. And best of all, this service is free. How much is that, Sarah?
It is $0 free.
Free of charge. So head over there to get that hand down. You're freaking me out with that hand. Head over there to smallworldvacations.com for a no obligation price quote and tell them Skywalking Through Neverland sent you.
Now we are recording this episode from Long Beach, California on July 15th, 2024. And Richard, what happened today in Star Wars history?
On this date, July 15th in 2016, only a mere 8 years ago, Star Wars Celebration Europe 3 begins in London, England. And the convention, which is held at the XL Center, continues through July 17th. Now, some of the highlights include, we kind of inadvertently talked about this during our conversation with Craig.
Okay.
The panel for Rogue One, a Star Wars story, happens. This was the first big, giant Rogue One panel. All the stars were there.
Gwendolyn Christie.
Gwendolyn
right?
Christie was the host.
Yes.
The moderator.
Yes.
She was Captain Phasma.
I think that was the first time I saw her out of her Game of Thrones like garb.
Yeah.
And she was in this really pretty like red or pink like dress. And I was like, wow, she's so pretty.
This is when the actor who plays Baze Melbus
Yeah. Oh,
was saying, he dies, she dies, and she's like, whoa. It's like, wait a minute, you're a director and a producer yourself there, Baze. What are you doing?
yes.
But the highlight, and I would have flipped out, Ben Mendelsohn appears in costume as Director Krennic, flanked by 2 Death Troopers. Now, we talked about this while talking with Craig, because we're talking about going to conventions and seeing actors in their costumes and as their characters.
Yes.
Not just there signing autographs, maybe wearing their costume, but actually as their character, and seeing Ben Mendelsohn as Krennic right there. That would have flipped me out. And one of the Death Troopers was played by our good friend Marcus Doring.
Oh.
Yeah, he was one of the Death Troopers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
No,
Right.
another big, giant panel that happened was the Future of Filmmakers discussion.
Ooh.
And this was a panel that had guests like Kathleen Kennedy and Ryan Johnson and Chris Miller and Phil Lord.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Future filmmakers of the Spider-Verse.
Yep.
And this is when they first announced the actor playing young Han Solo in the untitled Star Wars movie, Alden Ehrenreich.
Nice. Yeah, I'm
He was awesome.
Yeah.
He is an awesome personality for this. I think he did a great job in Solo. He's doing a great job in every other film that we've seen with him. And just seeing him up there on stage, you can just tell he's like, I'm so excited, but yet I'm so frightened.
I would be too. Like you step into Harrison Ford shoes. Come on.
Right.
That's like stepping in Carrie Fisher's shoes or Luke,
But now you're seeing all your fans, and each one of them will be judging you, each and every one of them.
But yeah, Solo is still it's the most fun of the Star Wars films to come out of the Disney era. In our opinion.
I agree.
Absolutely.
All right, let's make Solo 2 happen with Who Jibs.
Yeah.
All right, now let's hear some more movie memories from our good friend Craig Miller. All right.
Oh, do you want me to say that again?
Yeah. Why don't you say that?
Sure. All right, now let's hear some more movie memories from our good friend Craig Miller.
All right, let's ADR this.
Sure, but let me just comment. So Christopher Marino, I believe you just got back from a trip from Tokyo
he was in
Disney.
Tokyo Disney. Yeah. Wow. Loved your pictures.
Yeah, we definitely want to do it. Thank you for sharing all the Tangled stuff. Oh, that was so sweet of you. And yeah, we need to get there. We just do. Won't be around Celebration, but we'll make another trip.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, what does this mean, Skywalker's Academy? Tossing everyone under the bus for a little gag and some misdirection.
I don't know what that means. But we love all your comments.
Yeah. He's no Harrison Ford, but he makes a great Han Solo. No one is going to be another Harrison Ford. No. But he was fantastic. Alden Ehrenreich was just fantastic.
Okay. Oh, everyone dies. Are you talking about Rogue One?
Oh,
maybe
for the Rogue One panel.
Probably. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you. Okay. So ADR.
Okay. This is
we're going to do
intro.
our intro. Okay. All right.
Here we go.
Do you want me to put it up there?
No, because this is going to be under video.
Okay, good.
In 2022, our good friend Craig Miller released his book detailing the innovative ways he publicized Star Wars and The Empire Strikes Back with Star Wars Memories. With his unique skill of being one with the fans, we have bestowed upon him the title The Godfather of Fandom.
Does that sound a little bit too red? Can you do your announcery voice?
That was the announcery voice. For the intro, it's okay, but
That's
okay.
Better?
Yeah, I'll do another take.
Okay, talk to them.
In 2022, our good friend Craig Miller released his book detailing the innovative ways he publicized Star Wars and The Empire Strikes Back with Star Wars Memories. With his unique skill of being one with the fans, we have bestowed upon him the title, The Godfather of Fandom.
Craig is back with us now to tell us about his new book, More Movie Memories, where he shares stories about working to publicize films such as Superman 2, Heavy Metal, The Muppets Take Manhattan, The Last Starfighter, and so many more.
Hey, Craig! Okay, that one sounds more conversational. I think
Why did you want to read it again?
Just because there was a couple of
Flubs.
glitches
Okay.
around here.
Me? I did it? Okay. I made the glitches, everyone. I did. That's what his face says. All right. So we're going to do the outro, right?
The outro, yes.
Okay.
Everything you do is perfect, sweetie.
It's okay.
You said it, not me.
All right.
I love everything about you, even your flubs.
Well, that wraps up episode 473 of Skywalking Through Neverland, because we don't want to talk anymore.
No, someone's getting punchy.
All right, I'll try it again. Okay.
Well, that wraps up episode 473 of Skywalking Through Neverland. We want to thank Craig Miller for coming on the show and sharing his experiences while writing the new book, More Movie Memories.
And thank
His
you.
new book. I'm so sorry. Well, that wraps up episode 473 of Skywalking Through Neverland. We want to thank Craig Miller for coming on the show and sharing his new book, More Movie Memories. And we want to thank all you Skywalkers for coming on and watching us during our live streams and chatting with us in the Sky Chat and watching us on YouTube and subscribing to us on YouTube.
And sharing your memories too. In fact, do you have things you want to share? Well, we always do. So join us every Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific on YouTube as we share things that we've done in the past week, or we update you on live appearances, or we talk about the news of the week or the latest Disney Plus shows. And we invite you Skywalkers to come on and share something you've done or something you've just added to your collection. We love it so much. Now, speaking of that, though, I believe next week it will not be on Mondays because we're going to be watching Deadpool and Wolverine. So it'll probably be Sunday at 6 p.m.
Well, we can share the movie while we live stream and you guys can watch while we
are not allowed to do that.
No, we shouldn't even joke about that.
Yeah.
Not going to joke. So then how about we do it next Tuesday?
Sunday. No,
Sunday.
It's going to be Sunday
Yeah,
because
Sunday.
Tuesday's not going to work
Yeah,
either.
so Sunday the 20th.
Yeah.
21st.
Oh, yeah, Sunday the 21st. Yeah.
We'll do our next things that we want to share.
Yeah.
You know what I want to share?
What?
Our books Today in Star Wars History. We'll autograph copies of part 1 and 2 and Skywalking Through My Fandom, the interactive notebook, are available now from skywalkingthrough.neverland.com/book, or you can come see us at Comic-Con on Friday the 26th, or 3 days later we'll be in Hollywood at Scum and Villainy during the virtual Cantina tour, and the next day, July 30th, here in Anaheim at the Biggs Bar and Grill. Biggs Bar and Grill, yes.
Yes. Yeah, and then on Disneyland the next day.
And Disneyland,
yeah. It's going to be a
goodness.
crazy week. Yes. All right. Would you like to support Skywalking Through Neverland? Well, you can consider supporting us through the Skywalking Force, which is our Patreon. And you Skywalking Force members got a surprise this week because Richard and I unexpectedly had access to 10 4-day badges for San Diego Comic-Con. These are they retail at $350 or $400 each, something like that. They're hard to get. We had access to them and we made them available to the Skywalking Force on a first come, first served basis. And we had all the takers. So we were so happy to be able to gift those to you guys, our supporters. And you guys will also, I also uploaded, we did a video for you guys from the beach. We went to the beach. We tested out some equipment that you guys have helped us purchase for making great content for you. And so we put up that beach day video in our Patreon as well. So if you want to consider becoming a Skywalking Force member, just head to skywalkingforce.com and there's lots of bonus content available already, plus those surprises like random San Diego Comic-Con tickets. So yeah.
Now, we want to thank our sponsor once again, Small World Vacations, for their continued support. Thinking of a trip to a Disney park or a Disney cruise? You can fill out a Get a Quote form at smallworldvacations.com today. Their vacation planning service is free of charge, so check it out and tell them Skywalking Through Neverland sent you.
Now, we are part of the Skywalking Network. Where you can find other great shows like Talking Apes.
Which a new episode is coming out this week, where we break down the first issue of the Beneath the Planet of the Apes adaptation. That'll be coming out tomorrow, or if you're watching this on Thursday, a couple days ago.
That's right.
The Max Effects podcast.
The Neverland Clubhouse.
Totally Tell Me Everything.
Star Warsologies.
And the YouTube shows Collectopolis and Today in Star Wars History.
You can also find us on social media. We are at Skywalking Pod on most places. And you can also find us on Facebook or YouTube. Simply search Skywalking Through Neverland. You can also email us, share@skywalkingthrough.neverland.com.
Now, don't forget to stick around for bloopers and other fun bits that didn't make it to the show. And
always remember,
never give me the hand.
And
Neverland on Alderaan.
Okay. Ooh, okay. We have a comment on, I believe, D23. Oh, wait, what is this? Oh, D23. A first look at the upcoming Princess and the Frog sequel series. Ooh,
Oh,
called Tiana. Oh, it's rumored to be 2D hand drawn. Cool.
well, it
Gold
should
picture,
be.
Thank you.
Go ahead and stop that.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Which, by the way, will be made by Walt Disney Animation Studios. Yes, I heard that.
Oh,
That Walt Disney Animation Studios will be taking on some Disney Plus series as well as not just movies. So yeah.
well,
awesome.
that's good to hear. Gonna employ more animators.
Yeah.
Employ more people.
I hope so.
Yeah, just bring those budgets down.
Yeah.
People won't be complaining that the movies are bombing.
Yeah. All right, Skywalkers. Well, thank you for sticking around. Thank you for commenting. And we love that you guys are here.
And thank you for sharing the things that you shared.
Yeah.
All right,
Yay.
now Sarah's getting hangry. Maybe I am. All right,
Yes.
Sarah's
All
getting
right.
punchy. Lucasfilm is looking for animators too.
Wow. Okay.
All right, maybe for that proposed Tales of the Bounty Hunters.
All right, Skywalkers. Well, thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you this Sunday.
Sunday.
All right.
All right.
Bye, everyone.